In this video, we will create an annual leaf form. For this, first of all, we are creating a new blank project. Its name is annual leaf form. After that, we should select a folder. Then with clicking OK, we are creating our blank project. After creating a form, we are double-clicking to our form and we have a new blank form. After that, from the toolbox menu, first of all we are adding a form metadata object here, and from the property inspector menu I will select project caption, and this is gonna be our label, title. Then I am adding a document metadata object and I am changing its property as create date, and I'm changing also its caption as request date. Then I'm adding another document metadata object and I'm changing its data type as ID, and I'm selecting pull number on start. And also I will change its caption as request now. And also I have a chance to change some areas as I want from the form property inspector. We have an identity format here. We will define a new one and its name is request number, and we have some different date formats here, and I will create rec now, or let's say request. After that, with these rules, I'm opening a new parenthesis here and I want to add year here. And we define the new identity format, and it added to the form automatically. And now we will add our users metadata. We'll use two different metadata here. First of all, we are adding a name and surname area, and we want to get this automatically from the system, and our metadata type is name and surname. Then our second metadata object's name is and our second metadata object's name is department, and we should change the metadata type as department, and we can also use some another informations with new metadata objects. So our first area is ready, and I'm gonna use a divider for separate the first area and the second area. And for the second area we will use a datetime picker. This is gonna be the start date, and I will use a second one for the end date. Let's bold it. And for the start date, first of all I'm opening the required option. We can add the showing time, and also we can choose it automatically as show today or setting today as default. And because of the starting date options, I will use disable before, and it's gonna be to disable before 1 day. And for the end date, first of all, I'm changing caption. I'm bolding it. This is gonna be also a required. And I will deny to selecting at 3 months after. And if we want to check it, we can use the preview now. For example, a user can't select all dates, and also they can't select the later dates after 3 months. And now we will add a delegated person for during this leaving session who will be delegated for this user. For this, we should add a new MS SQL query to our project. For this, from the data source tab, we are selecting a new item, MS SQL query, and let's say users. We see our query area, and from the right menu, can add some description here. We should select our connection. Execution type has to be an execute data adapter, and command type is TSQL. After that, we will write our MS SQL query, and we are using select ID, first name, last name, and a username. And also I want to add, actually I want to see a same department on this query. So I'm adding a new parameter here. As you can see, when I'm adding a new parameter from the query, our parameter tab filling automatically. And also I'm adding my table. And my last action is adding my parameter. I should select an integer type, and my value will be our user department's ID. And I'm clicking OK. My parameter is also ready, and now with executing, I will check my query. And as you can see, first ID, first name, last name, and username came automatically. And since I log on with the admin user, I see the other admin department users. So now we can continue with our form. For using this query, I'm adding a lookup object here. I changed the caption. I'm also bolding it. And from the data source tab, I'm selecting my query. And after we editing the delegation tab, also we should generate our columns. And for this, from the columns area, we should click the generate columns, selecting all. and we should apply a primary key. This is mandatory. We are saving it, and after that also we should choose our value expression and display expressions. Ours are gonna be our first name and last name, and our delegation tab is totally ready. So for the last action, I'm using a text area for additional informations for the users. And I'm also holding it, and with changing the font size I can change my cosmetic options. So our form site is ready, and we can continue with our flow. With clicking a flow, we see our basic flow options, and we will create it together. First of all, I should assign my delegated person after the flow initiator's action. For this, first of all, I should use an assignment object and also a variable. Let's create our variable first. From the Properties tab, our target document is document 1. My type will be an integer, and my source object is lookup1, and our variable is ready. After that, I should select my connections and we should add a position for this assignment, and my assignment target is gonna be a position 1, and its source type gonna be the user from a variable value, and our variable is here. And after this phase, I want to assign this user's manager or flow initiator's manager. It's totally up to us. I will use a new assignment object and a new position object, and from the assignment menu my target is position 2, and my source type is manager of flow initiator. And we should add our documents to these positions, and for this we are double clicking to these position objects, and from the document menu we are adding our document. We can add if we have a new view, we can also add our views. We can change the panel size, we can give them an editable authorization, etc. And same thing also should do for this first position. So now we should also connect our other options. So if position 2 approved it, flow will end. But now we also should a new event, that is, if user has no manager, what will happen? For this, from the assignment object, we can say flow will end if has no manager. And also we should choose a position 1's and 2's reject options. For this, I will say flow will end if they reject. But as you know, this is a demo project. That's why I'm using this. Normally, for the reject options, you can add a new objects and new notification object maybe. But for this project, I will use a short way. So our flow site is ready now. And when we are done with our project, we should publish our project for using these projects on the web user interface. So when we click the publish, from the output menu we can see our publishing phases condition. And when we're done with the publishing, we will add this project to our web user interface. So I'm opening a new tab for it. And from the menu manager or application explorer, I'm clicking the add button. Let's say anual leaf form for our caption. Our node will start the process, and our project is anual leaf form. Our flow is default, and I will use a parent from the menus, and it's gonna be our scenario demo projects. And lastly, I should select a profile for this project, and I'm updating it, and our form is ready here. After the save button, we will see our project on the menu, and I'm opening it for the first time. For testing the project, I will use a different user for seeing the user metadata objects options. So from the demo projects menu, I'm starting a new form, and as you can see, our request now is up to 1. It gets my name automatically, it gets my name department automatically, it gets today's date, and now I will start a date range here between two different dates. Let's say this date. I will use a delegated person here from my own department. I am selecting, and also I can add any additional information. And after clicking the send button, system will use the variable object, and it's gone to the NumCBG automatically. So let's test it. After clicking the send button, flow history welcomes us, and we can see Numan has to approve or reject this form now. So I'm logging in as Numan's account. Since I log on with admin user, I can use these authorizations easily. So we have a new approval here, and we see the same form. And as you remember, the new users has no editable authorization, that's why I can't change anything. So I'm confirming it. After that, it's gone to the flow initiators manager. So my manager is Emily Madden, that's why it's gone to the Emily Madden. I'm logging in as Emily's account. And if everything is okay with us, I'm also confirming it. And from the flow history menu, you can say flow is finished. Thanks for watching.